Hey guys, how's it going? It's TLord here, and first of all, before you say it, yep, it's this style again, yep, we're totally going back to this. I'm sorry, okay? I apologize for this kind of being really annoying with the way that this has been. Just like, this sometimes live, sometimes it's a replay. But I think I'll be able to get the next one live. It's just been... I've been just doing the battles when I had the free time, and usually that's when people are around, so it makes it much more difficult to record these. But, you know what, anyway, let's get into the battle. So before we even begin the battle, I just wanted to express that this team was, it was something. Alright? I think I actually made this team originally for another person, but it ended up being the freaking team I'm using against Mewtwo, and it worked out pretty well actually. So we got Black Heron with ICMZ, we got Celesteela running Assault Vest, you know that set, Hitmonchan with Assault Vest, I think with just a bunch of punch moves. Pinsir with Focus Sash, Stealth Rocks, I think Knockoff, X-Scissor, and all that. Ghost Gropers, the usual set, and Choice Scarf, Darmanitan, or Tamale. So let's get into the battle. So we lead with Darmanitan, and he leads with Clefable. So what I do now is I just go for U-turn, just afraid of getting hit with a nice Moonblast, and I switch to Celesteela, which could have been bad, because that thing learns Thunderbolt and Fire Blast, so that would have been bad, but thankfully he switches out, and I go for Air Slash, because I was like, okay, he's probably going to switch out, maybe. And I go for a powerful Air Slash, but he puts me to sleep, unfortunately, so that means that I'm going to have to quickly move out Kiragira eventually. I think I give it one more turn before I just use a move. Oh yeah, I think I use a move now. I wake up, get the Air Slash, hits pretty hard, but Leech Seed is doing a lot, so I have to quickly send out something to take a hit. So I send in Ghost Gropers, because it's a physical Victini, and it goes for V-Create, Victory Star's gone, thankfully, and the stats lowering were a good thing, but it just basically kind of just decimated Ghost Gropers in a matter of seconds. So what I did now is I think I switched in, yeah, Nappa, and I went for Rapid Spin to get rid of the rocks, which caused me to have Mummy, which wasn't the worst thing. But then I get absolutely destroyed by a V-Create, because, Jesus, that does too much. But I send in Darmanitan, he gets scared, he switches into Venusaur, and the best part is now that the rocks are gone, I don't really have to worry about Focus Sash. I hit with Flare Blitz, it does a lot, I hit it again, and I get rid of his Mega, which is a pretty good thing in my opinion. So now he has to switch in Victini. He goes for U-turn, oddly. I thought he was going to go for Fusion Bolt, but he switches in Muck, and I think I just go for Flare Blitz. And I was like, okay, can I survive a Shadow Sneak? And I calced it, and I was able to for like a bit, and I would have died, but he didn't have Shadow Sneak for some reason. And he goes for Dodrio, he goes for Quick Attack, gets a crit. Crit mattered. JK, it did not. I got absolutely wrecked. And I switch in Coloring Book. Right now, it seems like the odds are stacked against me, but I feel pretty confident because I go for Fusion Bolt this first turn, and then then I go for ICMZ, and I go for a Sub-Zero Slammer, which absolutely destroys Clefable in a single hit. And now he switches in Durant, and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I have to switch in Celesteela. Thankfully, I gave it Fire Blast this time, and he goes for Hone Claws. So I'm thinking, okay, what is he gonna do? He goes for Thunderfang. I live on one. He paralyzes me, and I land the Fire Blast. So not only was there a chance for me to flinch and get paralyzed, and I broke through both of them, but then I have Celesteela just unfortunately had to sack it because there's nothing else he could really do. I switch in Coloring Book, and this is interesting, so let's see how this play goes. So he switches into Victini, and I think I go for Dragon Claw. No, I go for Fusion Bolt, and that does a decent amount, and he goes for V-Create right now to hit me really hard. And the stat lowering, I go for D-Claw here, or Fusion Bolt, and I just kill it. Thankfully it's down, but now it's just Dodrio, so pretty much he goes for a turn, and that's the safest play for him. And he switches. I have to switch in Pinsir. Now, Pinsir gets Stone Edge. If I had the option to get Stone Edge, if I actually remembered to give this thing Stone Edge, I would have won. Because right now, I think I go for knockoff. I barely live, and it doesn't kill, and he gets quick attack, so of course he's gonna just kill me then. And Pinsir goes down, unfortunately. So if we had Stone Edge, we could have won that, but it was a pretty close match either way. And the funny thing is, it might not have made sense to you why he switched in Victini first, but pretty much if you didn't know this, the only reason why he switched was because he knew he had the option to win. Because pretty much, if he stayed in with Dodrio but without switching, Dodrio would have died in a single hit, and then he would have had to switch in Victini. Then he would be stuck in an option where he had to use V-Create, and no matter what I did, even if it was hitting him with Fusion Bolt, I still would win because Pinsir always had the Focus Sash. And I had Knockoff, which no matter what item Victini has, it one-shots it with Knockoff, if it's holding something, which it was, so... That would have been a pretty spectacular win, but thankfully, or well, not thankfully for us, but thankfully for him, I guess, he quickly realized that and just basically sacrificed Victini, and Dodrio was able to catch him the game. Oh boy. Now, I want to apologize deeply as, you know, this might be a long time of just getting absolutely destroyed, and I'm sorry. I really feel bad, because I still feel like there's people rooting for me there, but it just doesn't work. You can't root for this. But thankfully, due to someone forfeiting last week, we were able to get our third win. So if you're curious why do I have a third win there, that's why it was a forfeit. And that's also why that other league I'm in, the IBA, I posted that video before this one because it was an off week. And plus, it allowed me to introduce myself into the league. So thank you so much for watching. If you did, make sure to slap the like button. If you're new to the channel, why not hit the subscribe button? It always makes my day to see new subscribers join in the crew. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.